Hey everybody, it's Jess, and sorry if you hear like lawnmower noises and such in the background. It's a really nice day today, and so neighbors are doing yard work and things. And in fact, I'm going to be going out and doing yard work here in a little while too, which is why I'm wearing a bandana on my head, because what's the point in going and doing my hair if I'm just going to go out and get all sweaty and gross? So, anyway, I've been wanting to do this vlog for like probably about a week now, but it's just been a really crazy hectic week, which is a whole nother vlog. But this is just something that really bothered me, and so I kind of just want to throw my 2 cents out into the universe and, you know, say some things that I think a lot of people really need to hear. And what happened was I was just scoping out posts in a group that I'm a part of on Facebook, and one of the members made a post saying that she had never really been all that much into makeup, but lately she had, really wanted to start wearing some and kind of playing with different things, and she, was about to turn 40. At the time I'm filming this, she has already turned 40, but she was just a few days away from her 40th birthday, and so she's really getting more into makeup and things, and she had purchased one of the, well, hi, Dozer. Dozer's going to join us. Can you see? There he is. Hi, buddy. Who's your good boy? Anyway, she had purchased one of the Urban Decay Naked palettes. And she was wondering if 40 is too old to be using a product like that, like Urban Decay. And I immediately, kind of hurt for her, like, I don't know where she got the idea that she may have been too old for it. I don't know if, somebody had said something to her about it, or, if it was just like a society issue kind of thing. I don't know. She didn't say, and I didn't ask. But all I could think was, oh my gosh, it's not written anywhere that you have to be of a certain age to use a certain brand, or, whether that comes to makeup or clothes or shoes or anything, really. It is not written in stone that only, 20 and 30 somethings can use Urban Decay products. Absolutely not. And so I basically more or less told her, I was like, hey, I basically said, there's no age rules when it comes to these things, and you can find, other brands that have, very similar palettes to the Urban Decay, even some drugstore brands like CoverGirl and Maybelline and all those are doing their own version of naked palettes because the Urban Decay ones are so popular that they're kind of wanting to get in on that action too. And so, like I said, really the difference is that Urban Decay is very high quality makeup, whereas the drugstore stuff, maybe isn't as good. It's, maybe not as pigmented, or doesn't blend as well, or things like that. And I'm not bashing drugstore brands at all. I mostly use drugstore brands because that's what I can afford, but I do, kind of make an effort to go after the stuff that I know is a little higher quality out of the drugstore, and I absolutely love it, when I get higher end brands in my Ipsy and BoxyCharms and things like that. And a lot of times you can tell a difference. So really, like I said, the only real difference is going to be the quality of the product. in a lot of those cases. And so I just think that, you know, the message that I'm really trying to get across is that if using a certain brand or wearing a certain style of clothing or listening to a certain genre of music, regardless of your age, if that's what makes you feel confident, makes you feel good about yourself, makes you feel pretty and sexy and attractive and, you know, whatever else, if that's what makes you happy, then do it. Really, like, my only rule is, as long as you're not hurting anybody else in the process, like, do you, you know? If you're 65 and you want to go get a tattoo, go get a tattoo. You know, who cares what anybody else thinks? It's your body, it's your life, and you need to make you happy. You don't need to make anyone else on this earth happy. And, you know, that's not your job. If it so happens that, you know, you do make other people happy, that's great, but it should just be a product of, you know, being around you, being in your presence, and being yourself around those other people. You don't have to work to please anyone but you, and you will never truly be happy until you are happy with yourself. And so, you know, I'm gonna be 35 this year, and I'm rocking hot pink hair. I have 9 tattoos, and I have about 1,000 ideas for other tattoos that I would love to get. And, you know, some of the clothes I wear might be considered more appropriate for younger people as far as society thinks. And you know what? I don't care. If it's comfortable for me and it makes me feel good about myself and I like it, then I'm gonna do it. You know, like I said, as long as it's not hurting anybody else, who cares? Do what makes you feel comfortable and happy and sexy and fun and whatever, and just make yourself happy so that, you know, you can just tune out the rest of the world and not worry about what they think. And if you're able to get to that place in your life, you're just find that you'd be so much more happy and confident and be able to have so much more fun in life and not worrying about what anybody else thinks. And, you know, if you have somebody in your life who is, you know, coming down on you for your style or the things that you wear, how you wear your makeup or what you do with your hair, that's their problem, you know? and I've been through that stuff myself. Like, I fully admit I had a boyfriend who, you know, like, hated it when I dyed my hair, like, screaming red. Absolutely hated it. And, like, so I changed it, you know, he didn't like it when I wore makeup beyond maybe, like, a little mascara and some concealer in strategic areas. And so, like, for the longest time, I hardly ever wore makeup. And, you know, it's like just one day I had an epiphany. I'm like, why should I be giving up the things that I want that will make me happy and make me feel good just because he doesn't like him? That's his problem, not mine. And if he can't accept me for the way that I am, then this relationship is never going to work. And you know what? We went our separate ways. I kind of got a lot of my confidence back. I started wearing makeup again. I almost immediately ran out and dyed my hair bright purple, partly because I knew he would have hated it, but also because I had always wanted purple hair. And so, you know, I felt like me again. And it was because I wasn't trying to make anybody else happy. I made myself happy. And that's what is most important in life as far as I'm concerned. You know, make yourself happy, get comfortable in your own skin, and just have fun with it. Experiment, find out what you like, find out what you don't like. You know, sometimes you just have to play with things to figure it out. And so I hope that this message that I'm trying to convey is making sense. I've been kind of rambly, I know that. I hope, though, that this also helps some people, maybe. And, you know, leave your comments down below about maybe if you've gone through periods in your life where, you know, you've done or not done things because, you know, for some reason, you know, someone or something gave you the impression that it, you know, wasn't age appropriate, or, you know, your parents or your boyfriend or whoever didn't like it, so you stopped doing it, or you started doing something that you didn't like because they wanted you to. Share your experiences so that other people who see this video later on in the future, you know, can maybe learn from those, or, you know, relate to things like that. And just, you know, kind of help spread the word also that, you know, you're the most important person in your life. And it's important that you feel good about yourself. And, you know, however you get to that place is totally fine. And whatever you need to do to be happy, just do it. So yeah, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Like I said, share your experiences down below. If, you know, you want to maybe have somebody to confide in, or you have, you know, you might want to talk about this kind of thing with someone a little more privately, feel free to look me up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, which I'll link all of those below, and, you know, send me a private message and we'll chat. I'd be happy to talk to other people, because, you know, it's not an easy path to get to the place where you fully love yourself and you're fully happy with things just the way they are. And I just feel lucky that I was able to get to that place at a relatively young age. And since I have gotten there, I just enjoy life so much more. So I really hope that you guys are all able to get to that place as well. So that is it for right now. I will see you guys later. I hope you are having a great spring. I'm looking out my window right now. It's so gorgeous. I can't wait to just get outside and plant some strawberries and tomatoes. I'm so excited to dig in the dirt and the worms and, yeah, all that stuff. So I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.